Hello everybody, I am Dr. Anu Joseph. In this module, we shall have a look into the utilization, transport, metabolism, storage and excretion of vitamin A. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to understand the utilization and transport of vitamin A, learn the pathway in the metabolism of vitamin A in the human body, comprehend the storage of vitamin A and understand the excretion of vitamin A. Let us now have an insight into the utilization and transport of vitamin A. As we have seen earlier, vitamin A has three active forms: retinal, retinol and retinoic acid, and a storage form, retinyl ester. Retinol and retinyl esters of fatty acids account for virtually all of the preformed vitamin A available in the diet, obtained exclusively from foods of animal origin in association with membrane bound cellular lipid and fat containing storage cells. Only small amounts of retinoic acid is found in foods. Pro-vitamin A carotenoids in foods of vegetable origin are also associated with cellular lipids, but are embedded in complex cellular structures such as the cellulose containing matrix of chloroplasts or the pigment containing portion of chromoplasts. Beta carotene is widely available in fruits, vegetables and dairy fats and is converted to retinol in the body. Amount of protein and fat in the diet and variations in digestive function influence the bioavailability of beta carotene. An intake of about 5 gram of fat is necessary for beta carotene absorption. Normal digestive processes free vitamin A and carotenoids from embedding food matrices, a more efficient process from animal than from vegetable tissues. 70 to 90% of vitamin A from the diet is absorbed in the intestine. The efficiency of absorption of vitamin A continues to be high, nearly 60 to 80% as intake continues to increase. Greater than 90% of the retinol store within the body enters as retinyl esters that are subsequently found within the lipid portion of the chylomicron. Absorption of vitamin A is very rapid, with maximum absorption occurring 2 to 6 hours after digestion. Retinol can be absorbed from food directly into the intestinal wall cells. Before retinyl esters can be absorbed, they must first be hydrolyzed to free retinol and an organic acid. This hydrolysis is catalyzed by enzymes within pancreatic juice, and the organic acid released is usually palmitic acid because retinyl palmitate is the predominant retinyl ester within food. Retinyl esters are hydrolyzed and the retinol and freed carotenoids are incorporated into lipid containing water miscible micellar solutions. Products of fat digestion such as fatty acids, monoglycerides, cholesterol and phospholipids and secretions in bile such as bile salts and hydrolytic enzymes are essential for the efficient solubilization of retinol and especially for solubilization of the very lipophilic carotenoids in the aqueous intestinal environment. Approximately 75% of preformed dietary vitamin A, both retinol and retinyl esters, is usually absorbed compared with between 5% and 50% of dietary beta carotene and other carotenoids. Reduced secretion of bile or obstruction in the bile duct leads to diminished absorption of vitamin A from the diet. Beta carotene is hydrolyzed in the intestine to form retinal, and about 10% of the retinal is converted to retinoic acid. Carotenoids can be irreversibly converted to retinal. Retinal can be reduced to retinol. The conversion of retinal to retinol occurs in many tissues. Absorbed vitamin A in the form of retinol, retinyl esters, beta carotene or the retinol produced from beta carotene is transported from the intestine within the chylomicrons. The small intestine is the major site of absorption of vitamin A and its provitamins. Within the intestinal lumen, the vitamin is incorporated into a micelle and absorbed across the brush border into the enterocytes. Micellar solubilization is a prerequisite to their efficient passage into the lipid-rich membrane of intestinal mucosal cells, that is the enterocytes. Diets critically low in dietary fat, under about 5 to 10 grams daily, or disease conditions that interfere with normal digestion and absorption, leading to steatorrhea such as pancreatic and liver diseases and frequent gastroenteritis, can therefore impede the efficient absorption of retinol and carotenoids. Retinol and some carotenoids enter the intestinal mucosal brush border by diffusion in accordance with the concentration gradient between the micelle and the plasma membrane of enterocytes. Some carotenoids pass into the enterocyte and are solubilized into chylomicrons without further change, whereas some of the pro-vitamin A carotenoids are converted to active forms of the vitamin by a cleavage enzyme in the brush border. The newly formed products, namely retinol, retinyl esters and retinol, produced from beta carotene, are then packaged into chylomicrons and readied for transport throughout the body. Approximately 99% of the vitamin A is in the form of esters, which are stored in the liver as retinol palmitate. Small amounts are also present in other tissues such as the adrenal glands, lungs and the intestine. How is vitamin A transported in the body? Let us have a look. The chylomicrons are released into the lymphatic system, which transport them to the blood. Most of the retinol and retinyl esters are transported to the liver for storage, and some enter adipose tissue and other tissues. In blood, the vitamin esters, mainly palmitate, are attached to beta lipoproteins and are then taken up by the liver, which contains nearly all of the body stores of the vitamin. The vitamin, being fat soluble, is then released and is carried by retinol binding protein for use in other tissues and to the sites in the nucleus, where the vitamin acts in a manner similar to steroid hormones. The chylomicrons and retinol binding protein play an important role in the transport of retinol. When vitamin A is required by the body, it is released from the liver and transported to target tissues in the form of retinol bound to retinol binding protein. The retinol binding protein within plasma becomes bound to a protein called transthyretin or prealbumin, also produced by the liver. The retinol binding protein and transthyretin serve to make vitamin A more soluble in blood plasma. Once delivered into a cell, vitamin A is picked up by various binding proteins which are different from the proteins that serve to transport vitamin A within the blood. Retinyl esters and unconverted carotenoids, together with other lipids, are incorporated into chylomicrons, excreted into intestinal lymphatic channels and delivered to the blood through the thoracic duct. Tissues extract most lipids and some carotenoids from circulating chylomicrons, but most retinyl esters are stripped from the chylomicron remnant, hydrolyzed and taken up primarily by parenchymal liver cells. If not immediately needed, retinol is reesterified and retained in the fat storing cells of the liver, variously called adipocytes, stellate cells or Ito cells. The liver parenchymal cells also take in substantial amounts of carotenoids. The all-trans isoform accounts for more than 90% of the plasma vitamin A. Retinol binding protein is manufactured and secreted by the parenchymal cells of the liver. The retinol released binds with retinol binding protein to form hollow RBP, which circulates in the plasma. The synthesis of retinol binding proteins by hepatocytes is regulated by vitamin A status. Other vitamin A forms such as retinoic acid, retinoyl ester and retinol beta glucuronide are also transported in the plasma, but in much lower amounts. Carotenoids are stored in several tissues, particularly liver and adipose tissue. They are transported in plasma by the low density lipoproteins. The carotenoids appear to associate more with LDL, whereas the xanthophylls are found both in HDL and LDL. We shall now see the metabolism of vitamin A. Retinol is not generally found free in foods, but is typically present bound to fatty acid esters, among which the most commonly occurring is retinyl palmitate. Retinyl esters and carotenes in foods are often complexed with protein, from which they must be released. Hydrolysis from protein occurs by the action of pepsin in the stomach and other proteolytic enzymes in the proximal small intestine. Heating of plant foods before consumption is thought to facilitate bioavailability by weakening protein carotenoid complexes. Pancreatic lipase, cholesterol ester hydrolase, as well as esterases from the intestinal brush border are thought to be responsible for deesterification. The released carotenoids and retinols in the small intestine are solubilized into micellar solutions which diffuse through the glycoprotein layer surrounding the microvilli of the duodenum and jejunum into the enterocyte. Within the intestinal mucosal cell, beta carotene 15-15-1 dioxygenase can convert beta carotene into retinal. Retinal formed from beta carotene can subsequently be converted to retinol by retinal reductase, a NADH/NADPH dependent enzyme. Beta carotene theoretically can produce 2 molecules of retinol, but in vivo this does not occur because activity of beta carotene 15-15-1 dioxygenase is relatively low. Thus, some beta carotene, approximately up to 30%, may leave the intestine without oxidation. It is estimated that 6 milligrams of beta carotene are required to produce the activity of vitamin A of 1 mg retinol. Further, 12 milligrams of other vitamin A carotenoids such as alpha carotene and gamma carotene are required to produce vitamin A activity of 1 milligram retinol. Further, 12 milligrams of other pro-vitamin A carotenoids such as alpha carotene and gamma carotene are required to produce vitamin A activity of 1 milligram retinol. Carotenoids not converted to retinol may be absorbed and transported in the blood to tissues. Some of the retinol may be irreversibly oxidized into retinoic acid within the intestinal cell. Retinoic acid, in contrast to retinol, is picked up by the portal vein and transported in the plasma, bound tightly to albumin. Most cells of the body are able to metabolize retinol generated from the retinyl esters through a number of metabolic pathways. Hydrolysis of the retinyl esters occurs following their uptake by the hepatic parenchymal cells. Within the cell, retinol binds with the cellular retinol binding protein CRBP. CRBPs have been found in many body cells, especially the intestine, the liver and the kidney. CRBP is thought to function both to help control concentrations of free retinol in the cell cytoplasm and thus prevent its oxidation, and to direct the vitamin to specific enzymes of metabolism. Retinol not metabolized or transported from the liver may be stored following reesterification. Chylomicrons deliver retinyl esters, some unesterified retinol and carotenoids to many extrahepatic tissues such as the bone marrow, blood cells, spleen, adipose tissue, muscle, lungs and kidneys. Chylomicron remnants deliver retinyl esters and a portion of the carotenoids not taken up by the peripheral tissue to the liver. Carotenoids reaching the liver can follow three routes. 1. A small portion may be cleaved to form retinol. 2. Some may be incorporated into the very low density lipoproteins VLDLs synthesized in the liver and then be released as part of VLDLs for circulation to various tissues of the body. And 3. Some can be stored in the liver. Excess carotenoids not stored in the liver will be deposited in adipose tissue. Serum carotene levels are reflective of recent intake and not body stores. Beta carotene, alpha carotene and lycopene distribution among lipoproteins is similar, whereby low density lipoproteins carry 58 to 73%, high density lipoproteins HDL carry 17% to 26% and VLDLs carry 10% to 16%. In contrast, lutein and zeaxanthin are carried predominantly by HDL 53% and by LDL 31% and VLDL 16%. Retinol mobilization from the liver and delivery to target tissues are dependent on the synthesis and secretion of retinol binding protein by the parenchymal cells. Each mole of retinol released by a hydrolase from its ester storage form combines with 1 mole of RBP to form hollow RBP. The RBP retinol complex, known as hollow RBP, is secreted into the blood where it associates with another hepatically synthesized and excreted larger protein, transthyretin, a protein known as prealbumin that also binds to thyroxine. The retinol binding protein, transthyretin complex, circulates in the plasma, delivering the lipophilic retinol to tissues. It is not filtered by the glomerulus. Its large size prevents its loss through kidney filtration. Some tissues that take up retinol from the retinol binding protein transthyretin complex include adipose, skeletal muscle, kidney, white blood cells and bone marrow. There is extensive recycling of retinol among plasma, extrahepatic tissue and the liver, with both the parenchymal and stellate cells of the liver taking up retinol directly from its complex form in the plasma. The apo-RBP that remains after retinol release can no longer bind to transthyretin, and this apo-RBP is typically catabolized by the kidney. Dietary restriction in energy, proteins and some micronutrients can limit hepatic synthesis of proteins specific to mobilization and transport of vitamin A. Altered kidney functions or fever associated with infections such as respiratory infections or diarrhea can increase urinary vitamin A loss. In contrast to retinol, which is mobilized from the liver for transport to other tissues, retinoic acid is thought to be produced in small amounts by individual cells. Plasma retinoic acid concentrations are, however, typically low. Within the cell cytoplasm, retinoic acid binds to cellular retinoic acid binding proteins CRABPs. Both cellular retinol binding proteins and cellular retinoic acid binding proteins are often found in the same tissues. However, the relative distributions in the tissues differs. Cellular retinoic acid binding proteins, like cellular retinol binding proteins, functions to help control concentrations of free retinoic acid within the cell and thus prevents its catabolism and to direct the usage of retinoic acid intracellularly. Circulating retinol is primarily bound to retinol binding protein and can enter and leave the liver several times per day in a process known as retinol recycling, which acts to relate the amount of retinol in circulation and protects cell from the damaging effects of free retinol or retinoic acid. Retinol bound to a cellular retinol binding protein can be esterified by the enzyme lecithin retinol acyltransferase, the resulting retinyl ester being stored primarily in liver stellate cells. Lecithin retinol acyl transferase provides a readily retrievable storage form of vitamin A as well as regulating its availability for other pathways. Hence, to sum up the metabolic process, hydrolysis and re-esterification of retinyl esters occurs in the liver, and the resulting retinyl esters are stored in association with lipid droplets. From this store, vitamin is released as retinol bound to a specific transport protein present in plasma called retinol binding protein. Each molecule of RBP binds one molecule of retinol. In the case of vitamin A deficiency, the RBP level in blood falls. The RBP is synthesized in the liver and released into circulation. Thus, it is evident that the hepatic parenchymal cell is involved both in the uptake and storage of vitamin A and in its release into circulation as retinol RBP complex. In addition to being esterified for storage, the transport form of retinol can also be oxidized into retinal and then into retinoic acid or conjugated into retinyl glucuronide or retinyl phosphate. After retinoic acid is formed, it is converted to forms that are readily excreted. Now, we shall see the storage of vitamin A. The primary organ for storage of vitamin A is the liver, with more than 90% being stored in it, distributed between two cell types. Liver parenchymal cells, referred to as hepatocytes, which contain mostly retinyl esters derived from chylomicron remnants. In addition, these cells synthesize RBP. Stellate cells, which constitute 5 to 15% of total liver cells, are distinct from parenchymal cells in that they are relatively small fat storing cells. Nearly 80% of a healthy adult's vitamin A store may be stored in lipid globules within these cells. Stellate cells are found in other tissues also, and vitamin A can be stored in this extrahepatic tissue, but to a much lesser extent than in the liver. Newly absorbed vitamin A is stored in the liver as retinyl esters, and retinol returning to the liver is re-esterified before storage. Hence, over 90% of the retinol is stored in the form of retinyl esters in hepatic stellate star-shaped cells along with lipid droplets. This constitutes the fat-soluble property of vitamin A. When liver stores of vitamin A are adequate, the stellate cells will store recently ingested vitamin A as retinyl esters, primarily retinyl palmitate, but also as retinyl stearate, oleate and linoleate. For a given person, plasma vitamin A levels remain quite constant over a wide range of dietary intakes and liver stores. The size of stellate cells increases linearly with increasing retinol levels. Once hepatic stellate cells are saturated with all the retinol they can hold, hypervitaminosis can result. Carotenoids, particularly beta carotene, are stored in several tissues, particularly liver and adipose tissue. The average liver weighs 1.5 kg and when replete contains 450 milligrams of vitamin A stores. Total body stores of vitamin A range from 300 to 900 milligrams, with 20% found in peripheral organs and tissues. The concentration of vitamin A in the liver, which holds nearly 90% of body stores, reflects long-term intake of vitamin A. A healthy person stores an estimated 5 lakh international units of vitamin A in the liver, which is sufficient to meet the body's need for several years. Only 0.5% of the total body reserves are catabolized each day, which explains why long periods on a vitamin A free diet are required to induce vitamin A deficiency in well-nourished adults. Liver contains approximately 80% of the body's total quantity, which is sufficient to supply the body's needs for about 6 to 12 months. These stores are reduced during infections such as measles. In the concluding session of this module, we shall see the mechanism of excretion of vitamin A. As we have seen earlier in the lesson, when vitamin A is required by the rest of the body, it is released from the liver and transported to target tissue in the form of retinol bound to retinol binding protein. The RBP becomes bound to transthyretin, which serve to make vitamin A more soluble in blood plasma. By incorporating the vitamin into a much larger structure, they protect it from being filtered from the blood and excreted via the kidneys. Hollow RBP is filtered into the glomerulus but recovered from the kidney tubule and recycled. Normally, vitamin A leaves the body in urine only as inactive metabolites which result from tissue utilization and as potentially recyclable active glucuronide conjugates of retinol via bile secretions into the feces. No single urinary metabolite has been identified which accurately reflects tissue levels of vitamin A or its rate of utilization. Hence, urine is not a useful biological fluid for assessment of vitamin A nutriture. The major pathway of retinoic acid catabolism is oxidation to 4-hydroxyretinoic acid in a NADPH dependent reaction. This compound is subsequently converted to 4-oxoretinoic acid, which is further oxidized to a variety of metabolites for excretion. About 70% of the vitamin A metabolites is excreted into the feces. Some of the polar products, however, can be absorbed and returned to the liver via enterohepatic circulation. This recycling mechanism tends to conserve the body's supply of vitamin A. Urinary excretion of vitamin A metabolites accounts for about 30% of vitamin A excretion, whereas a small amount is expired by the lungs as carbon dioxide. Carotenoids, newly absorbed and not stored or converted to retinol may be metabolized into a variety of compounds depending on the individual carotenoid. Carotenoid metabolites are excreted into the bile. Hence, we have seen the utilization, transport, metabolic pathway and excretion of vitamin A in this module. We have come to the end of this session. Till the next, it's goodbye from me.